Ra, 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 ra. Good morning, guys. I'm from Bangladesh, going to telecast today's price action, which is horrible to me. Bondia, let me know your bias for today. Okay, I really need all of your comment. I can see that 53 people are watching. I need 53 comments where you will tell me your bias. What is your bias? Bullish, bearish, or neutral? You would love to see some fall fast, then go higher, something. Just let me know. And also let me know uh, how are you, if you are okay, if you have your mind is okay, something like that. Okay, GN bearish again. Okay, Nish bullish, Chandrakant Dash bearish. I need all of your comment. 67 comment. I need to know all of your bias for today. Bearish Suzivan. Okay, think bullish. Travis bullish. 1 hour bearish in Gulf. No, I don't need the explanation. I just need your bias. Bearish, bullish. Bearish until new day opening gap, then up. Okay, Miki. Thank you, brother. And continue down. Okay. Bearish. Expect pull back, then higher, but ranged within for FOMC. Oh, sorry. Waiting for FOMC. Tomorrow is FOMC with the meeting. That's a cool decision, brother. Bullish, bearish. Win is bullish. Okay. Asif bearish. Initially bullish just to take some stop loss, then bearish. Okay, it's a good idea. Baragan bullish. Okay, Menji is bullish. MP bearish. There is anyone who has no bias for today? Also let me know that. Okay, bearish but doji candle, doji daily candle. Oh, okay. So you are thinking that today's price action will be like a small body long wick in both sides. Doji candle. I think this is the same. How are you? I'm so fine. I'm so cool, man. How are you? I have no bias. Okay, I can see that Daniel has no bias because I don't have any bias. So I can see that I have a company, Daniel. Brother, you and me are the, I think, hopeless person over here because we don't have any bias. Good morning, Anna. See the daily volume balance traded before making new all-time high. Oh, okay, Danichu. So you would love to think about fall first until the volume imbalance here, and then it will go higher. Okay, that's a good idea. Okay, Fanny doesn't have any bias. Matthew doesn't have any bias. Mahdi, yeah, because of FOMC today won't be a great day. Today is FOMC or tomorrow is the FOMC, guys? Just let me know today is FOMC or tomorrow is the FOMC. I think tomorrow is the FOMC, right? Red folder news around 10 a.m. Yeah, Jolt, I guess Jolt is around 10 a.m. Is for purple break and bearish. So you are bearish. It's cool. Okay, let's dive to the market. I will wait until 9:30 actually. That is why I'm just asking your bias. Okay, I can see that I have more company over here. Pramjot Singh doesn't have any bias. What is bias? Bias means which way this market will go today. Like yesterday I was bearish, right? So this is the, what is that? This is that area where I don't trade actually, which is after 345. Until 345 I was bearish. So this market was bearish to me, and then after 345 market went wherever it will go. I don't care. I care until 345. So my bias was bearish yesterday, and I believe that you will be agree with me that this market was bearish market. Okay, not the bullish market. After 345 this went higher. That doesn't matter. So that is actually the bias. Which way this market will go today? Is that clear, Mickey? Suzifun Sargam, yes. Okay, tomorrow is FOMC. Yeah, I also tomorrow. Yeah, Jolt today at 10 a.m. Absolutely, brother. Walaikum salam, Murshad RVP. What is your bias, Murshad? Let me know that. Okay, FOMC tomorrow. No food, no bias. I don't have any bias. No food, no bias. Same here, Ravi. Let's see. Yeah, let's see, brother. FOMC is tomorrow. Yeah, thank you, brother. Yeah, I also thought that FOMC is tomorrow, Wednesday. Most of the time, FOMC is in Wednesday. Tuesday actually doesn't provide the FOMC most of the time. We will wait until 9:30. Yep, of course, man. Why you don't have bias since it's touched -2 standard deviation? Because while it has done its job and came to this -2 standard deviation, rest of the day it can just consolidate. Okay, over here it can just simply consolidate. That is why I don't have any bias. GDP and FOMC all in all today. I will be interesting. I'm also interesting about that. Donichu. Best is like wait for that. Was kidding, bro. Understood. Oh, okay, thank you, man. I thought that you didn't know, but of course you should know as you are an if ICT trader. Will it help the market go down or up? Okay, I think you guys are talking about something else. I'm expecting some kind of pullback, but market is on bull run, so I'm looking to trade with the trend. Okay, so Murshad, you are looking for bullish turn, I guess. Okay, that's cool, man. Watching middle range fair value gap. If broken, then will be nice to see TGIF delivery equally. Nothing wrong if market just fly. No food but joker card. Absolutely, Ravi. Absolutely, man. Same here. There's nothing wrong. I'll just wait. Initially, yeah, I will look for sell for this sell side liquidity. That sell side liquidity. Initially, I'm bearish actually as market has reached to -2 standard deviation. Overall, I don't have any bias. I will just wait to see if market can fall. If it starts to fly, that will be very difficult for me to frame the buy. But if it is confirmed buy, then I'll go for that. Otherwise, I'm more interested to see some kind of fall. Isn't it? What was that, Chandrakant? I think I messed up with your comment, brother. I'd like to see the high taken, then a fall to yesterday's first fair value gap. Let's see, brother. Yeah, it is a logical idea. Let's see, brother. I bought Apex using your code today. How much risk I should take per trade? Hey, Suresh, first of all, thank you so much for using the code. Secondly, I have no idea which account did you bought. I mean, what is the size? If it is like 50k, 25k or 100k for challenge, you can maximum go to 2 mini contract. For 150k, you can go maximum 3 contract, which is absolutely so risky, but 2 contract is okay. But if you get the funded account, never ever go for more than 10 micro contract. Never ever. Which is 1 mini contract. I don't suggest mini contract because you won't be able to take the partial. So 10 micro contract is okay. Eagle Sniper, how are you, brother? 50k for 50k maximum 2 mini contract while you are using the challenge account because you need to pass it. That's all. But if you want to be very patient guy, then go for 5 micro contract. Like it will take longer time, but it is safe. Market is consolidated for long. I'm not interested to see the long because market came to -2 standard deviation. So I'm not interested to see the long. But of course, if it started to go higher, then I have to look for another standard deviation, which I'm not interested to see right now. Instead, I would love to see it will fall. New day opening gap, opening range gap, low and Monday's first fair value gap are the nested together. I am expecting that to act as a magnet for price to draw to. I am also looking for the same thing, brother. As you can see here, this sell side liquidity is the obvious one to me, which I'm interested to see, and more importantly for this sell side liquidity. But let's see how this market is going to react. I'll wait until 9:30, by the way. 2 minutes still open before the action begins. Take a moment to smash that like button and hit subscribe. Thank you so much, Tamimi, for reminding us. I hope that we are going back to give the like first and we'll be back to the stream again. Let's see how many people can push the like button. Right now I have 28 likes. Make it 50. 102 people are watching. So I believe that at least 50 people are my subscriber. So make it 50 likes. Please. RP. All of these emojis. Thank you, man. Let's wait, okay? I'm just waiting to see how this market is going to react from very certain level. Okay. Which NQ contracts are we? I think we are in September contract. if I'm not wrong, we are in September contract, which is NQU, if I'm not wrong. NQ is stronger than ES. ES is weaker. Let me see. Yeah, I can see it. This is weaker. I really would love to see this for NQ. So this is the 9:30, and we have a news around 10. So I will just go for first presented gap. Otherwise, I will wait for the 10 a.m. news. Okay. If it can make the first presented gap, I'll go for that first presented gap entry only. This entry, I'm not asking any of you to copy. This is some entry which I would love to try every day, because that entry depends on the weekly or monthly basis, not like every day it is going to work. I'll just adjust it until it is the first presented gap. Okay, I'm in straight. Let's see if it can give me 25 handle. I'm not asking any of you to copy this trade. Okay, this is the entry depending on my first presented gap, which didn't work in Monday and Monday. I mean, yesterday didn't work actually. Stop loss maximum 25 handle, maximum 25 handle, target maximum 25 handle. Overall, I would love to put the stop loss below that candle which has made this first presented gap. As the stop loss was too big, so I went for one contract only. No trailing stop loss is accepted. Either it will hit the target or it will hit my stop loss. That's all. Give me 20, man. 25. Give me 25. Give me 25. Come on, come on. Baby, your night, Friday night, all you do. I forgot the song. Hit the dance floor, hit the dance floor. I want you, baby. Baby, I don't want you come tonight. Baby, I don't want come tonight. I don't want you come tonight. Give me a bit more. Give me a bit more. Just four more handle. Just four more handle. Give me four more handle. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. A bit more. Two more handle. Two more handle. There you go. Seriously? It should go at least for 30 handles. So 25 is safe to me, to be honest. I think it has hit the 25 handle because I can see my limit is 25.1 tick. So just for one tick it missed my target. So I guess it has delivered 25 handle. Well, let's see, as I have already hold it for one tick more, if it can hit the target. It should reach at least 30 handle. Let's see. I will put my stop loss to the break even now, as it just delivered 25 handle. So no need to hold the trade until this time, this area. Okay. It will be just by bad luck if it doesn't hit that, because it should deliver at least 30 handle. So 25 handle is a safe hand in my opinion. There you go. Trade is done. I have to change the account. I'll just a bit. Want you like to the hit the dance floor, hit the dance floor. I want you, baby. Maybe I don't. Thank you guys for that boom, and come on, come on. With that trade, you did demonstrate the 930 can be the first presented parallel gap is not like some other says. I like the way we analyze here, but and beat the market. ICT later told that this is also the first presented gap. The candle is going to create around 930, but after a long time, after a long debate, okay, because from the beginning I was using this candle, and ICT told that this is also a first presented gap. It is also valid as a first presented gap, though he has used some logic over there, which is bullshit to me, or to, of course. Okay, so let's see. I will wait until 10 because we have a news around 10. I will wait for that 10 candle. Okay. Now, guys, I really would love to see that boom, man. Come on, give me some boom. Thank you, Jonathan, for that boom, man. Baragan, thank you so much. Thank you, Tamimi. Here comes the boom. Yeah, I got the boom, fortunately. Hey, John, thanks for that boom, man. Ahmed Kate, boom. Thank you, brother. Jonathan, by the way, you prefer trade or prop from? Of course, prop from. That's why I just changed the account actually. Now you can see here it is straight of it. I love to hide it, to be honest. It's not something I do it intentionally. This placement of this thing is easier for me if I can keep it like this way. Thank you, Mickey. Thank you, Avenger, Mahdi, Miguel, Fanny, Fajas, Muhammad. Hey, team, thanks, man. By the way, anyone was in this trade with me? Suzivan Sargam, I didn't take it, but boom for you. Thank you, Suzivan. Thank you for that big boom, Mahat. Danichu, I did not trust first presented farewell gap today. My mistake. Boom for T2. Thank you, Danichu. I'm on trader weight as well. Okay, Jonathan. That's cool, man. We are the same, I guess. I mean, Apex has 90% discount. So who is not going to be in the the prop firm? Everyone should go for the prop firm now. It is the time to go for the prop firm. Now the highest like 50k account, 250k account are very cheap cost. So I think that most of you are already in a prop firm, no paper trading. You should feel the market by spending a little amount of money, because paper trading is not going to give you the feelings. You have to feel the market. Now, please don't compare me. I have feel the market a lot of time in my life, like 3 to 4 years. I have feel the market. But to be honest, if you don't spend a little bit of money, you will never feel the market. Feel the market. You have to feel the market. Hey Nish, thanks for that boom, man. Super Duck Snow, thank you for that boom, man. Miguel, one setup for live. Of course, I agree with you, but it's not something like you can decide by 1 week or 1 day. Not like that. It has to be like by the monthly basis, by 6 month basis. If you see like that way, you will astonished by the first presented gap. The rules are very simple. It has to be five handle. I'd love to show you something. Here is yesterday's first presented gap. This is that first presented gap. Oh, by the way, I would love to talk to you something because yesterday it was important. I need to talk to this. If you guys remember, yesterday I told that if the high is broken, that means body close above this line, I will start to think about buy only. No sell will be valid to me. So you can see here the body didn't close. So all day I was looking for sell. Don't focus on this candle because this is the candle where we don't trade. From this candle we don't trade. Absolutely no trade is valid from this candle. So until that candle, it was a bearish market, even though it was a true bullshit market, and that was expected, to be honest. Now look over here. This is the first candle that has closed above this new week opening gap. Now look at the candles, how it has used this area as a support, and boom, market went higher. So those people who were actually trying to give me your idea yesterday for thinking about buy, and where of course I controlled myself. Okay, I didn't argue with you guys. I controlled myself, which I actually don't do. But I controlled and I told that until the body is not going to close above that, I'm not going to take the buy. I will keep looking for selling opportunity. And there was a lot of selling opportunity yesterday if you trade that market. First time it has closed above this line. Look at the market. Where is the market? This is the market right now, right? So this is the power of the new week opening gap, new day opening gap. You have to follow this type of things. And for learning this, you don't need to watch any other's video. Because yesterday some of you actually give me the idea to watch someone for understanding the bias. I don't need to watch the bias. I mean anyone's video to think about the bias. There you go. You guys can suggest me some movie. I was watching the Pirates of Caribbean actually. I have watched that already, but as I have no new movie, no new recommendations, I was watching that Pirates of the Caribbean again, the series. You guys, can you please suggest me some good movies? Okay. I am waiting for 10 a.m. news. Okay, and also today's my target is 10,850 subscriber. I need 9 more subscriber. If any of you are not my subscriber, please push the subscription button for the sake of this target filling. We removed liquidity below for 7 hours. We will rise until 10. Let's see, brother. Let's see, super dog. Daniel, important, the apex link below the video is not working. Tamimi, Tamimi or Mahdi, if any of you are here, can you please share the apex link, our apex link? Can any of you can please do that, please? Thank you, Daniel, for letting us know. I will edit that, okay? I will edit that. Sorry, I have to do a lot of things, but I'm so lazy. Important news that will affect the market. Yeah, I'm waiting for that, super dog snow. I'm waiting for the news candle. So around 10, I will wait. No more trading for me. So that one boom for 25 handle is enough for one account. I will wait for the 10 a.m. news. Thank you, Eagle Sniper, for that boom, man. Hi, have you studied ICT core content? No, I didn't. I have watched them, but I didn't study them. If you can watch them, that's good, man. If you can understand, of course, it is too much informative. But I'm afraid of analysis paralysis. That is why I didn't study them. Just watch them to get an idea what they are about. Okay. Jonathan, bias is good, but I feel understanding price action is where the real gold is, because sometimes You need a ditch bias. I agree with you, Jonathan. How was my reading price action? Give me some feedback, Jonathan. If I ask you, give me a point out of 10, what is going to be the number for me to reading or analysis this price? Even after this shit or holy grail price, okay, even if in this type of price area, how is my price action skill? I need a certificate from you, just for fun. Eden 2024 is a nice movie. I loved it. I have to take the screenshot. Just a second. Eden 2024. Okay, I'll try to watch it. You're most welcome. SMT, yes, okay. Have you seen 40 Acres yet? If not, definitely give it a watch. It's solid. 40 Acres. Okay, I have to take the screenshot, by the way. I'm waiting for 10 a.m. news, okay? In the meantime, please suggest me some movie name. I don't have any new movies, so I'm watching this Pirates of the Caribbean, okay? So to be honest, I need some new movies name. Please suggest me some good movies. What was that? Let me 40 Acres. Okay. Your price action dead. If you're winning, you're reading price action perfectly. No complaints from me. Okay. So you don't want to give me any number. It's okay. Hey Sharada, it's been a long brother. I don't see your comment. How are you, brother? Dead Poets Society. Okay, I will watch that. Lord of Rings. I have watched all the part of Lord of Rings actually. 13th Warrior. I have watched that movie as well. Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara. 3 to 4 times I have watched that movie. Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara. Okay, 10 out of 10. That was fun, man. Ozark. Yeah, Jahid, I think that's not a movie because you have given me the link, if I'm not wrong, movie box or something, and I saw that it's a series. I'm not interested about series because it kills my time. I love the movies, not the series. It's addiction. Series is an addiction. Ozark is a series, if I'm not wrong. Waiting for 10 a.m. news. In the meantime, we're just gossiping about some movies name. After Pirates of the Caribbean, I'll go for the Green Mile. Uh, I have watched that movie, but I will just revise that movie, The Green Mile. So if you have any movies like that is not Hollywood, not Bollywood, maybe some other language, but they have the dubbed, English dubbed, then please suggest me, okay? Your bisection skill is 10, sorry, 1000 out of 10. That's cool, Penny. Thank you so much. Green Mile is a good movie. Good one. Yeah, I have watched that, but I would love to rewatch that movie one more time because I don't have any new movie to watch. Green Street football movie. Green Street. I don't think so. I have watched that movie. I'll check that. Waiting for news. Stick or streaks. I'm waiting for the news. It's an strict rule. Okay, if you would love to mock my English language speaking, I'm so sorry for that, man. It's not my mother language, so sometimes maybe you don't understand my word which I deliver. But if you keep watching me, you will understand what I mean to say by that specific word or something like that. My bias is we go lower and take London and Asia low, bouncing off new week opening gap one more time before Wednesday and Thursday price surge. That's cool. Why don't you think about this TGIF line, which can be met by today? Isn't it a good idea to target those lines? What do you say? Wow, that's a nice poll. I'm not going to push the button. If anyone would love to take the entry, let me know, okay? So that I can know that you are in a sale right now from there or there. Could be wrong, though, Jonathan. Okay, no problem, brother. There is nothing wrong for being wrong. I love to be wrong. Fanny, I have watched that movie, Children of Heaven. I have watched that. It's an awesome movie, to be honest, brother. I watched with a Bangla dub, so it was really awesome movie. Shawshank Redemption is the first one according to the IMDb ratings, and I believe that there is no movie lover in this world who didn't watch Shawshank Redemption. There is no movie lover in this world who didn't watch that movie. Green stick or red stick? Okay, I didn't know about that. I just took the screenshot. Is it green stick or red stick? Just let us know, okay? Have you seen The Wolf of Wall Street? Man, I'm a trader, man. That's the first movie a trader should watch. The Wolf of Wall Street is the first movie a trader should watch. Just to enjoy. I don't use TGIF in my trades. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Okay, I didn't know that, brother. I'm in sell from 943 fair value gap. You are in sell from 943 fair value gap. 943 fair value gap. I think 43 fair value gap. Is that? Yeah. So you are in a sell from this gap. That's cool, brother. Why did you close the trade yet? It has given you near about 68 handle. Why didn't you close it yet, Sresh? Tito, are you going to look for sale since you said TGF? Yeah, man. From the beginning, I was looking for sale, brother. I was not interested to look for buy. As market has reached to -2 standard deviation, I am only interested to think about sell. Even though that's not my bias. I don't have any bias today, but I would love to see this market will fall. This is the last fair value gap. I hope that you knows the power of the last fair value gap. Barefoot. I don't know about that. Let me take a screenshot. Barefoot. Barefoot. Okay, I got it. 8 minutes to go before the news. By the way, Tamimi Mahdi, none of you are here. If any of you are here, please share the Apex link, please, to the comment box. Or Slois, anyone, okay? If you can share the link from our link, I don't think so. You will be able to post the link. Only Tamimi and Slois first. They will be able to post the link. Pulp Fiction Classic. Pulp Fiction Classic. Is that a movie? TG? Partial at 25 booked. Waiting for 0.5. Let's see, brother. How about Boiler Room? Another good. Okay, let me take a screenshot. I have watched a lot of movie, but sometimes I messed up with the name. So I will take the screenshot and then I will search for those movies. If I have watched them, I think I have watched that movie, Fanny. I think it's about the Second World War, right? Whiplash. My highest priority is going to be to this gap now. No. Oh, okay. Then Prison Break. Prison Break. I have watched the two session. 2 part. I have watched both of 2 or 3 parts. It was 2 or 3 parts. I have watched them. What kind of movies do you like? Any kind of. I love slow movies. I love fast movies. I love commercial movies, art film, everything. I just love watching movie for new knowledge. It's about playing drum. Must watch. Okay, let me take the screenshot. Whiplash. Okay, I'll watch that. Pulp Fiction is good movie. Okay, Francisco, I'll watch that on as well. Tenet, man, Christopher Nolan is a creator of some like creative movie. So if you ask any movie lover, or suggest any movie from Christopher Nolan, you will always get the same answer. I have watched that movie. Not one time, at least 5 to 10 times. Because it takes times to understand the movie from Christopher Nolan. Every single movie. If you watch it by for the first time, you will not understand. At least it doesn't happen never with me. Still waiting for the news, so nothing to do over here. We'll wait for the news, okay? What's Snatch? Flap Fiction. Okay, TG. Both great movies. I will just take the screenshot. Invasion no system is safe. Invasion no system is safe. For TI lover. What do you mean by TI? I have already got a lot of movies. Thank you guys. Actually, I was needed some movies name. I'll watch them step by step because I took every single movie name. I took the screenshot and I will go one by one. But what do you mean by TI? For TI lovers. Oh, okay, IT lovers. Even though I don't like IT. By the way, did I get some likes? I got some likes, 69 likes. It's 69. Very nice thing. 69 is a very nice thing. But can you please make it 70? Because 69 is not good for everyone. Watch Lucky Bhaskar. I have watched that 3 times. It's all related about the stock market as well. And one of the best movie from Dilka Salman, if I'm not wrong. Share market, the social network. Social network, I have watched that movie, brother. Thank you, Mahadi, for sharing that Apex link. Who was asking for that Apex link? I don't remember the name, but brother, that is the Apex link actually. So please use that link for getting that Apex, I guess. Superdocs no higher. You mean the market will go higher? 3 minutes to go before the news. Waiting for that. Technology hacking movie. Oh, okay. I love hacking. I just took the screenshot, so I'll check that. Caddo Lake. I have to take the screenshot. Caddo Lake. Just a second. Okay, got it. Caddo Lake. Took near about 15 screenshot, I guess. Thank you guys for recommending all of these movies. Thank you so much. Let's go to the price action a bit, then we'll talk about something else again. But you can see that market open, went higher, then break dramatically. Okay, market is below this first presented gap as well as below this -2 standard deviation, and I'm going to predict that this gap is going to work as an inversion gap. So if this 15-minute candle can close below this gap, I would love to see it will work as an inverse gap and this market will keep falling. So far, this market fall until the last fair gap, which is a very strong thing. It can simply stop the market, send it higher again, which I don't want to see. Later, I would love to see if it can be broken. We'll see that, okay, if it can be broken. But right now, this last fair gap is holding the market. I'm waiting for the news. Market is in same range. You can see this candle just went higher, stopped out all the sellers. This candle went lower, stopped out all the buyers. So right now market is in neutral position. I really don't have any idea what is going to happen next. If you see the hourly candle, this is that hourly candle, and you can see market came until here, then is going to close around here. So it's an indecisive candle from the hourly chart. Let's wait for the news to see how this is going to deliver the price by using that data. Don't try to gamble by the news. Instead, try to wait. Okay, wait for something that is very important PDRA for you to take entry. Take an entry toward your direction. Right now, I don't have any direction. Overall, I would love to see it will fall. That's all I would love to see. That doesn't mean it's my bias. If it give me the buying opportunity, I'll go for buy. If it giving me the selling opportunity, I'll go for sell. But if I take sell, I would love to hold that for so long If I take buy, I'll try to close the trade as soon as possible. That's all. Link contains the code from Brian's tongue, not Tito's code. We must edit the link for Apex written in YouTube description list. That link won't work anymore. Okay, I will do that, brother. I'll do that. So this 15-minute candle has closed below this fair value gap from 15 minutes that you can see here. It has closed below this fair value gap. Trade that gap. I'd love to see if it can fall. This is the news candle. Would love to see some kind of movement toward this sell side liquidity, which is from here. You'll see here all of this sell side liquidity, and then I will look for that sell side liquidity. So let's see if it can fall by using that news data. Right now I'm observing this gap. So if the market break this gap strongly, I'll try to take a sell from this gap. So something like this. From here, stop loss is going to be here somewhere, and going to target maybe that sell side liquidity by taking the partial. That is my initial idea, but I will wait for the price to react. So I need the price action to be reacted. If it fall dramatically, like this type of strong candle closed below this gap, then I'll try to frame that sell. I'm not asking any of you to copy my trade, because I'm not here to give you the copy trade. I'll go for one contract. Okay, let's see if it can close below this gap, then I'll go for that sell. By believing -2 standard deviation is going to work as a resistance, as well as this gap from 15-minute chart. Okay, it has to close below this gap first. Okay, that's my entry. If it doesn't take me, that's my bad luck. If it can take me, I'll try to hold it until here. Okay, and let me check the 20 handle. So I'll close my trade around to 20 handle, but if it takes me, I will try to close it around 20 handle. But if you are in this trade, or if you take that trade, take the partial around 20 handle, hold the trade until this sell side liquidity. If you take that entry, depending on your analysis, I'm not asking to take this entry because of me. Just if you take that entry, I'm going to believe this -2 standard deviation is going to work as a strong resistance and sending this market lower. Okay, now I'm in this trade. Let's see if it can provide me the partial level, which is here. As I took one contract, I will close the trade here. If you took two contract, try to take partial here, hold the trade until sell side. That's all. I will be very careful about the 50% of that week. So I want to see this market is going to break that 50% of that week. It's very important to break that 50% of that week, because this week has cleared all of the sell side liquidity, traded the last fair value gap, a very strong and sensitive week. Again, as I'm in one contract, so I'm going to close it around 20 handle. But if you have two contract, take the partial here, hold the trade here. If you took that entry, depending on your analysis, don't copy my trade. It's a request to all of you. Okay, that's the partial. Put the stop loss to the break even, hold the trade here, or if you'd love to close it here, it's up to you. But that is the partial. Okay, so that is the trade over here. 20 handle is more than enough for me. For me, it's enough. And as I was in one contract, so I closed it around 20 handle. If I had two contract, I would close one here. I would hold the trade until the sell side liquidity. As I have just one contract, I closed it here, and we'll wait to see if it can deliver the price until this last sell side liquidity. Because this is the last fair value gap, which is a very strong fair value gap. It can stop the market, send it higher again, which I don't want to see, but it can happen. Okay. So I deserve a boom, I guess. Guys, can you please write down the boom? 20 handle is not bad, brother. Trust me. So I deserve a boom, man. Come on. This is the order block over here, which is the highest up close body close candle, which has traded this gap as well as here. Okay, so this candle has validated this order block. Then this candle traded this order block, started to fall. I'm not able to take the entry from here as because of the news, right? So this was the news candle exactly over here. I was not able to take that entry from news exactly from the news candle. If I was able to do that, I would push my button from that order block. As I'm not able to do that, I waited for this gap to work as an inverse gap. So the next candle closed below, took the entry from here. Otherwise, I would go for this order block entry. So I hope that you understand why I didn't push the button from this candle, because this is the news candle. I can be absolutely wrong, and this market can just come until here before falling. It could do that. I can see a small boom. Tipped boom, X-Men trade boom, Sujivans boom, David Wingate boom, Trey boom, Ravi Parmar perfect. Thanks. Reading same as Wizard. Thank you so much, Ravi. Nicole Junior, thank you for that boom. Darson, I need to change the account. Okay, so I'll just change this account. Just a second. Let's go another account. I have bought a lot of Apex account, to be honest. So let's wait. Okay. So for two boom, one is here 25 handle, one is here 20 handle, and I believe that it will fall for this sell side liquidity. Not going to chase the market as I have missed the entry from here. So I'm not going to chase this market. I will let him fall and we'll go for the next opportunity. So far you can see this low and that low. They're almost like clean lows here. So I would love to see they will be taken and this market will keep falling for this sell side liquidity. But of course you have to be very careful. If you are in this trade, you have to be very careful. Okay. So please try to trail your stop loss. Okay, I would love to take the entry from here, going to cover that candle high. Now it's kind of a risky trade, but as the last fair gap from 15-minute chart, you can see from 15-minute chart, this is the last fair gap. I'm going to predict the 15-minute candle is going to break the last fair gap. It doesn't need to do that, but if it can break, so I would love to take that risk where my stop loss is going to be here 13 handle or 12 handle, something like that, and I'll close the trade exactly at 20 handle. If it give me, if it doesn't, I'm okay with that. Going to use the last fair value gap, but predicting it is going to be broken. I just don't know it is going to be broken or not. So the 15-minute candle simply can respect this and start to go higher again. If it doesn't work, I'll wait for the next opportunity to take the short again. Okay, I got it stopped out here. We'll wait for the next opportunity. This one was just a prediction because I didn't know that this last fair value gap is going to be broken from 15-minute chart or not. I was thinking that it will be broken, so I tried to take that entry from this candle by using this candle as an order block, or by predicting this candle is going to be an order block. So put my stop loss above this candle only. You can see that I didn't put it above this side, just above that candle. It didn't work. I'm okay with that 13 handle, but let's see for the next one if it can provide me some. That was absolutely a chasing price by using this last fair value gap, by predicting this is going to be broken. Was not a good idea, but still I tried to take it. Didn't work, took 13 handle. We'll go for next opportunity. I'm done for the day. Account will be locked now. Should I say like that way? I'm done for the day. What do you say? If anyone made money, come back tomorrow, keep your money. Absolutely, I agree with you, Sir Sharma. I can see that this last parabolic from 15-minute chart is still respecting. Not thinking this will go higher, but until it's not broken, I will be very careful about taking the sell. Here is a small buying opportunity, but don't want to go against the against the trend because I have the target actually here. This is the target, but don't have the courage to push the button from this order block from here. Instead, I would love to see if it can fall and give me the selling opportunity. So next time it will close below this gap, I'll try to take re-entry from this gap. But if it go higher and clear this buy side liquidity, I'll be neutral from this order block. This is the last down close body close candle. According to the price action, this is the best, perfect, strongest order block if you have the liquidity. No, the stop loss is too much. 18 handle is too much for me. I can't take this entry. If the stop loss was like 13, 12, 13 handle, I would go for that buy. Just for a small scalp. As the stop loss is like 18 handle, I don't want to take that risk. So instead, I would love to see if this market, whenever it will fall and closed below this last fair value cap again, I'll try to take the sell for this sell side liquidity. Okay, Suresh, that is the thing I don't like, brother. Please don't tell me what I should do. I know what I'm saying. This order block is one of the strongest order block. I could go for that if and only if the stop loss is smaller. As it is 18 handle, I'm not taking this buy. I have the buy side liquidity. I have the strongest order block over here. I have the last fair value cap. There's nothing that can stop me to take that buy except the stop loss. Here I could do a gamble, which is covering the 50% of this order block. But as I am in live, so I'm not doing that. If I was not in live, then I would go for the trade by covering the 50%. I know that I could get stopped out over here and then this market could go higher. So I just didn't take that entry. I sacrifice this trade. If it works, I'll just sacrifice this trade. Otherwise, I will wait to close this candle close below this gap. Okay. This is called the reaction from the last fair value gap. Okay, in that type of situation, thank you so much, Sresh. I have a plan, actually. I have a plan. Mahadi, I have a plan, brother. If you ask me, sometimes you see the entry from here. This is that order block entry. Depending on the last fair value gap, this is the first time market has built the order block. This is the first time market trade the last fair value gap. Nobody has closed above this candle. Not even a single body has closed above this candle. Then this is the next time market has traded this last fair value gap. Nobody has closed above this candle. Third time market has traded this fair value gap. Lowest down close body close candle. Order block has been delivered by, made by this candle. Tap to this candle. 2 times. Boom. If you have the liquidity. Then if you don't have the liquidity, no, it's not important at all. I would love to see the 50% of this week will work as a support and then it will go for that liquidity. I didn't push the button just because the stop loss was bigger. You can see 18 handle, that is why I didn't push the button. If it was like 13, 12, 13 handle, I would go for this trade, and by trailing the stop loss, I would try to hold the trade until this buy side liquidity, or maybe you would close the trade around 20 handle here somewhere. If you have watched my entry around the London session, if you are with us in our Discord, the same thing happened here. I took the sell first here because I was believing this order block is going to work. I took the sell here, got stopped out by that candle. Immediately I took re-entry over here, around this area. I took the re-entry and caught that run. It came here. Again, I have used that candle as an order block and took that sell again over here. Same order block. Traded a very specific line. Order block, took that sell. Same thing. Over here, this was the same thing as well. For the first time, I took the sell here, didn't work. I can simply switch the bias, go for that buy side liquidity. But as I'm in live and a lot of comments, so I didn't do that. Suresh, let's see, brother. I hope so. Tomorrow is a free day for me, but Thursday and Friday I won't be here. Thursday and Friday I won't be here. So tomorrow maybe I'll come around the PM session if I'm okay. Brother, I posted my third payouts from Take Profit Trader in Discord. That is the only thing I'd love to see from you guys. Okay, don't think that this is my first entry. I have took my first entry here, then I have taken my second here, right? There, right? No, sorry, there. So that was my third entry, to be honest. And don't expect that every single entry is going to be a winning trade. Please don't think like that way. This is the thing I would love to see. After third payout, if you blow the account, I have no problem. But if you can pass a eval, try to make at 3 payout. In the meantime, build more funded account. Please build more funded account. Thanks for this gift, man. Thank you so much. This is the gift I'm only asking from you. May I please, why were you looking for sell today? Because market reached to that -2 standard deviation. If I go to daily chart, you'll understand that. So from the daily chart, you can see market reached to -2 standard deviation that has been marked over there by using this area. Okay, so that was the last line for me. As this market came here, I want to see this market will start to fall now. It has done all the upper job. It doesn't need to go higher anymore. It should fall now. That is why I was thinking about fall, not kind of reaction for the reversal. If it is broken, I have to go to hourly chart to look for my next standard deviation level. For example, here low, high, lower, low. So I have to look for the standard deviation by using this candle, this leg again from the hourly chart. If it is broken by the daily chart, overall I don't want to see that. I would love to see it will keep falling. So if it close below this gap, I will take the resell over here. I'm not asking any of you to copy my trade. Please don't do that. I am more interested to take one more sell by predicting that this gap is going to be broken now. Please watch the last Sunday video live streaming where I have explained the standard deviation, brother. Thank you, Tamimi. Can you please share the link of Apex, brother? I was asking for that. I think you will be able to share the link. Okay, someone was asking for that link, brother. This is the power of the last fair value gap. It is holding the market. I'm predicting that is going to be broken, but let's see if it can be broken. If you are asking about this model, I have talked about this model in our YouTube channel where the playlist name is fair value gap. Okay, fair value gap concepts. Over there, I have talked about this type of model to use the last fair value gap as a selling opportunity. No, the consolidation didn't begin yet. I don't think so. It has started the consolidation. While this market will come to this first presented gap, then it can start the consolidation. Until then, I'm not thinking that the consolidation has started. It is just trying to break the last fair value gap. That is why it is reacting from there. Just trying to break this last fair value gap. That's all, brother. It's just my opinion, by the way. Same to you, Sresh. Could you please revisit the 7 a.m. entry model you spoke about few days ago? It is still not clear to me. Today it didn't give me the entry. To be honest, I was waiting for that. Let me know if it closed below this gap, okay? Just let me know, because I would love to push the button while it will close below this gap. Why 7? Yeah, here is 7. You will just mark two line, 630, 659. These two line, okay? You will observe what the market has done in this area. What it has done. Did it clear any relatively equal highs before the market? No, it didn't do that. Did it clear any kind of sell side liquidity before the market, before the 630? No, it didn't clear any sell side liquidity. Relatively equal highs or relatively equal lows. This is the only relatively equal lows I have before the 830. Okay, sorry, before the 630. Here I don't have any relatively equal highs, so market didn't do that. Now, if it doesn't clear any buy side or sell side in between 630 to 659, you will wait for 7 to see if 630 to 659 can build any kind of buy side liquidity. You will see that this market has built a buy side liquidity over here. All of this area has built a buy side liquidity, which is an obvious liquidity. Around 7, this is that 7 candle. Around 7, it has cleared the buy side liquidity. As it didn't clear it before, I have to wait for 7 a.m. candle, which can take either buy side or sell side liquidity. I can clearly see that it has taken the buy side liquidity. While it has taken the buy side liquidity, I will wait for the displacement to the opposite side. That was the displacement to the opposite side. I was framing the sell from this gap. Unfortunately, nobody touched that gap, so I was not able to take that sell from here. I think I will have an idea. Sorry, I will have an opportunity to take the sell here. Let me wait a bit. If the body close, I'll take the sell. I'm not asking any of you to copy this trade. All I need, a body close. If the body doesn't close, this entry is not valid. You're most welcome, brother Kaushi. If any of you are looking for buy, please go for that. By the way, what is your bias today? I mean, sorry, from now, what is your bias? Are you bullish or are you bearish? Let me know that. This is a very strong entry, or very not a strong entry. It's a very risky entry. Not asking any of you to trade like this way. I would love to go for this because I believe in this. I would love to take that risk. If it doesn't work, I will stop after that 2 loss. In this account, I will not push any other button. But that doesn't mean that I'm asking any of you to take this entry. Please don't copy the trade. $10,843 subscriber. I just need 7 more subscriber to fill our destiny, or to fill our target. Is there anyone who is not our subscriber? Please subscribe to our channel to make it 10,000 for 850 subscriber. OCD satisfaction. Mahdi, help me, brother. Come on. Make 7 more subscribers. Tararam bum, tararam bum, tararam bum, tararam bum, ram bum ram bum ram bum ram bum ram bum ram bum ram. Okay, I'm in this trade. Stop loss is going to be there actually, not to above the fair value gap here. So target is 20 handle. I will trail my stop loss while this sell side liquidity will be taken. Okay, I'll just simply trail my stop loss. Same logic, market has closed below this first, that last fair value from 15 minute chart. Just going to predict it's going to be broken. From 15 minute chart, it didn't break yet. So until it's not broken from 15 minute chart, I can't say that it is broken. But I'm going to predict this is going to be broken from 15 minute chart. That is why I'm trying to catch that run until the sell side liquidity. Bit risky, but worthy to take that risk in my opinion. Covered that order block, just body to body, that is the order block from here which has traded this fair value gap. So just cover that order block 50% and going to hold the trade for this sell side liquidity is actual the liquidity, but would love to hold it until 20 handle. But while it will take that sell side liquidity, it's gonna be a risky trade. So when it will take this sell side liquidity, I'll trail my stop loss. Okay, so put it there. This sell side liquidity is taken, I have to trail the stop loss because I'm trying to take 20 handle. It doesn't mean that I can hold the trade for 20 handle. It is going to deliver the trade for 20 handle. It should deliver it until sell side liquidity. I was trying to catch 20 handle. That was all my plan. If it doesn't work, I'll be stopped out over here. I hope that it will give me at least 20 handle. And as it is a shallow run, you can see very shallow run, market just tap over there and then reacted. As it's a shallow run, I believe it will give me one more run. But remember, it should reach until this sell side liquidity, not for 20 handle. I am greedy here, so I'm trying to catch the 20 handle run. As well as I have the midnight open here, so it can respect that midnight open as well. Let's see. I can't put my stop loss to the break even because it can retest this last fair value gap one more time before falling. So my stop loss is like one handle, maybe one handle, two handle above the last fair value gap from 15 minute chart. It is not bad. 15 handle was good. Okay. It is what it is. If I get stopped out, I'm not going to take any other entries from here anymore. So this candle from 15 minute chart has to close below this fair value gap. It has to close below this fair value gap if the fair value gap is going to be broken. I think ব্যথা বলেছ কেন এলোমেলো one of the killer is going to be created here. Yeah, I got stopped out. Unfortunately, it didn't hit my target, just took the liquidity and then started to go higher, and the body didn't close below this last parabolic gap. That was just an unfortunate. It's okay. I was thinking that it will give me at least 220 handle, but that sell side liquidity was the very important level over here. Unfortunately, it didn't give me that. And still this 15-minute last parabolic gap didn't break. If I had the opportunity to take the partial, I would take the partial over here. Then I would hold the trade for that 20 handle. As I just took one contract, so I didn't do that. Stopping the stop loss placement should be to the top, above the top, or above, below the bottom. Depends how many contracts you are taking. Depending on that, you should place your stop loss. If you are not taking too much, then you don't need to worry about putting the stop loss above the top. But if you are taking too much, then you should be very careful about taking your stop loss. Putting your stop loss, you have to put it in a very small way. Most of the time I go for two mini contract. That's why I don't put the stop loss above the top. Instead, I put the stop loss the next most logical level, not to the top. So sometimes I get a stop down and then I take re-entry. Let's see, begin. Waiting. You can see that this sell side liquidity has taken over here by a shallow run. I don't believe this type of shallow run, to be honest. I want to see some kind of clean run through this liquidity. So I would love to believe it one more time. And I believe that I will get that run actually. This is a monster. This market is struggling too much to break that last parallel gap from 50-minute chart. And this time I won't get any opportunity, I believe. From 15-minute chart, to be honest, I have nothing here as a higher time frame PTRA, nothing at all. All I can see, this market is trading the last parallel gap. That's all I can see. Now I'm also trying to catch the run from here. So first run didn't work, but second run worked until the sell side liquidity didn't give me 20 handle. We'll go for next opportunity as it is a shallow run. Still, this is valid to me. This also liquidity is still valid to me. So if it provide me another opportunity, I'll go for that. Last time I trailed the stop loss. If my stop loss was over there around here somewhere, then I wouldn't go for this trade. As it was like 5 handle only, I would love to go one more time. What should you do? You should wait for a 50-minute candle close below this gap. Until then, you should not trade this area. If you think that this market is falling, if you're thinking it will go higher, then you should frame the buy setup over here, because it has traded the last parallel gap. So you should look for the buying opportunity over there. This is for 7 a.m. You just showed us. I think I have told you, like here, that was the 7 a.m. Okay, so if I were able to take the sell from this gap, if I were able to take the sell, for example, just for the sake of this discussion, then my stop loss has to be above that high, which is this high. Okay, this is the highest high, not too far. Okay, not too far. This is the highest high, so I have to cover that high. Now if you think that the stop loss is too big for your contract size, then you have to put it the most logical level wherever you think. Like for here, this is the gap which has been created by this candle, so I can put my stop loss one tick above that gap. So above that candle which has made this gap, I can put it over there if I am over leveraged. But if you are not over leveraged, you have to put the stop loss 2 tick above this highest high. Is that clear, brother? But it did not touch asking an entry from bull. No, I am not interested to use this one because it's not the inversion fair value gap. I can go for the inversion fair value gap, but there was not the inversion fair value gap. So I'm only interested to take the entry from the displacement gap. Okay, as there was the displacement, lower displacement, no market structure shift, nothing. Or if I had the inversion gap over there, for example, it tapped to this gap, take that high again, then closed below this gap, then I could use this bullish gap to take my sell. As it didn't touch here, I didn't take entry. So I just let this go. Even though I was thinking this is going to take this relatively equal loss, I didn't just touch it. There was not even a single order block entry, nothing at all. I didn't do anything over there. Is that clear, brother? How long you will do this blah 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 blah? So sell now. Okay, I'm not interested to push the sell button while this market is above the last fair value gap from 15-minute chart. I'm not interested to push the sell button. Instead, if you ask me, I would love to go for buy here, as it has created the buy side liquidity there. I would love to take the buy instead of taking sell. See this buy side liquidity here? So it's better to go for the buy instead of taking the sell. But of course, you took the sell. Best of luck, brother. I don't see any logic to take the sell right now, so I'm not taking the sell. At least not from above the last fair value from 15-minute chart. This 7 a.m. is very specific for me. 7 a.m. is very specific for me. I will never go for order block entry. You will never see that I push the button from the order block around 7 a.m. Only I will go for either inversion fair value gap or 22 YT model or displacement fair value gap. Okay, I got the displacement. If there is any fair value gap, I'll go for that fair value gap. But like from the other session, like London session, New York session, yeah, everything you can use. But 7 a.m. very specific for me. I have seen that a lot of time order block doesn't work. I have seen beautiful order block didn't work. Okay, that should work. 99% time it worked, but I saw it didn't work over there. So I stopped using them. Instead, inversion gap and only the displacement gap or 22 IT model. Okay, Sujivan, see you, brother. I think price have already done the damage and can't go above 23,452. 23,452. What did you say, brother? Can't go above 23,452. Market is already above 452. Right now I'm thinking that this buy side liquid will be taken first, and then if it fall, actually that's all I'm thinking. I'm not interested to take any sell here because now it is a clear buy side liquidity here. Market is respecting this 50-minute last fair value gap. You can see lowest down close body close candle is the order block. Respecting this order block, this buy side liquidity will be taken. Maybe it will go a bit higher. If it would love to fall, then after clearing the buy side liquidity, then it will fall. So as I told before, while this market was here, I'm not interested to take sell here. Instead, if I would love to take, I will take the buy here. Instead of taking sell, I will try to take the buy here. That was the reason. Okay, so see, this buy side liquidity has taken. We'll see how this candle is going to close. This is the last candle that can stop the market, send it lower. Now if it would love to fall, it can fall, but until this is not cleared, this buy was not valid to me. Okay, I'll go for a buy. Let me check actually the stop loss. So after seeing the stop loss, I'll go for that buy. 900, not bad. Let's see if it can take me. If it doesn't take me, I'm not going to chase the market. As the stop loss is just 900, I would love to take that. Why didn't? Okay, now I'm in. My stop loss has just covered the order block open. As it is just 900, I pushed the button here. For me, it's more beautiful to take the buy instead of taking sell here, as the last fair value gap is not broken and it is supporting the market. So I would love to see if it can go higher a bit. By the way, this is going to be my last trade for this AM session. Whatever it is going to happen, I'll be okay with that. Okay, I'm done. No more trading this sheet here. So I'll just wait for the PM session. One time tried, two time tried, didn't clear or closed below this gap. So to be honest, it should have been closed here. It didn't do that. It has more probability now to go for that buy side liquidity, even though I got stood out here, but I believe that it will go for the buy side liquidity now. If it doesn't do that, instead keep falling, maybe you will have another opportunity, but I'm not interested to push the button here until the 15-minute candle close below this last fair value gap. Rest of the time, I will not go for any kind of trade. So at least not for this account. This is already more than enough damage. It has done more than enough damage for me. So I will better wait to see if it can go higher or if it can go lower. All I need to see 15-minute candle close below this last fair value gap to take any kind of sell. If it doesn't close below this, I will keep looking for the buying opportunity for this clean highs over there. But if the 50-minute candle can close below this last fair value gap, there is a possibility it will keep falling for this first presented gap. So like after 5 seconds it is going to be closed. 210. Okay, now it has closed below this last fair value gap. Now it has the possibility to keep falling. I'm going to miss this trade because I took that shit entry. Okay, I was believing it will go higher because it was respecting. As I have taken that buy, I'm not interested to push any other trade around this area. But as it has closed below this last fair value gap, if it is not the fake breakout, which I don't think so, but if it is not the fake breakout, it will start to fall now. So I have just missed this trade. If I wouldn't push the button here, I would go for this trade. Like here, like this. Not going to take any other trade. By the way, it should be a bit higher actually, not there. Should not come over here, but for the safety, I should put it over there. Just for the safety. I'm not going to push any other button over here until there is any kind of good setup. Depending on this last fair value gap, not going to interested to push the button just for seeing that if it works or not. That was my idea until the sell side liquidity, if it can fall from this gap. It's been a long, I don't use this last fair value gap reverse entry. I just put my stop loss above this candle which has made this bearish fair value gap. According to the price, it can trade this bearish gap but should not breach the high of this gap, the candle that has built this gap. So that is why I would put the stop loss out this side. But not going to take any entry over here. This is not a model you used to take your entry. This is kind of gap which should be bearish by the expectation. Okay, last fair value gap is going to be broken and you are going to think that this is going to be the reverse gap, going to work as a reverse gap and markets is going to fall. This is that type of gap. There was no setup at all, like here, that setup. No, I don't have any higher time frame PDR over there from the 50-minute chart, daily chart, weekly chart, hourly chart. No higher time frame PDR over there. Here I had the higher time frame PDR. Here I have nothing. So this is a kind of risky trade. All of my loss has done from this risky trade. That buy was absolutely a shit, but just 9 handle. That is why I pushed the button. Otherwise, I wouldn't go for that buy. Just simply as thinking it will go for that buy side liquidity. But this 2 entry is absolutely without any kind of popular setup over here. Okay, like this one is also not kind of popular setup. I believe it will work. That is why I'm trying to catch it. You can see that first time it didn't work, second time it worked perfectly. Didn't give me 20 handle, but it has taken that sell side liquidity very beautifully. So as I told, if I wouldn't go for this trade, I would go for this trade here. As I went for that shitty entry, I'm not going to push the button anymore. 3 lose is my extreme loss actually. After 3 loss, I don't like to push the button. At least not in that account. As the 50-minute candle has closed below this last fair value gap, I'm going to predict that this is not going to be the fake breakout. That means one candle close below this, the very next candle close inside this gap again. I'm not thinking like that way. Instead, I'm thinking that it has broken this last fair value gap. So now it is going to fall. So let's see if it can fall. As I have the order block there, so my stop loss should be safe over there. Again, I didn't push the button here just because I took that buy, which was a absolutely shitty buy. Okay, so as I took that buy, I didn't push the button here. And this entry is not some kind of very popular entry. It's my idea. I'd love to go for that idea. First time it didn't work, second time 100% it has worked. Third time I believe it will work, but let's see. At least it will work until here, until there. Okay, just look for that. And then I would love to hold it until the opening range gap 75%. 1040 inversion fair value gap. it should not break this candle now. So stop loss has to be 2 tick above that candle, just 2 tick above this candle. It should not break this candle now. This candle is a very strong candle. It should not be broken. I put my stop loss this is the most logical area where I should put my stop loss. As I have this order block, for example, I missed the trade from this gap, so I would love to go for the trade from this order block. This is the order block. I would love to go for that order block entry. As I'm leaving this order block, I know that market should not breach the high of that order block. Okay, so yeah, your payout, next payout just got closer. Yeah, I know that. Now I really don't know it will come here or not, but it is coming there. Okay, the same thing I did last time, you remember, just to take that 20 handle. So if you have the opportunity, take the partial over here. That is my best. I know it's not a huge run, like 15 handle, something like that, but I have nothing to do because I have the sell side liquidity here, so I can't, this is what it is. But if you have one contract, you can take the risk until there by trailing the stop loss, up to you. I would go for this trade as well if I wouldn't take that buy. As I reach to my limit, I'm not pushing the button. I have no doubt, I have nothing over here. I put my stop loss out this high because it should not breach that high of that candle. It should not breach it. That is why my stop loss is over there. Now my stop loss is over here because I have the order block. I'm going to leave this order block. Okay, so that is the boom. If you have the partial opportunity, take the partial and then hold the trade until lower quadrant, until this lower quadrant. Okay, stop loss is safe here, just above this gap. I can't put the stop loss to the break even because it can come back again one more time to trade that last fair value gap one more time. So I can't put it over there. I have to take that 5 handle risk. Nothing to do. If I would love to hold it until here, I have to take that risk. At the same time, I have to cover the opening of this order block. Now it will come here. I don't care. Upper quadrant is important for me because if this market really would love to go higher, it can simply react from this area. Okay, from that area. So let's see if it can reach until the upper quadrant level over there. Again, I missed this trade because I took that buy. If I wouldn't take that buy, I would go for this sell. Believe me or not, I don't care about my loss. But as I reached to my limit, I didn't push the button. I don't want to break my rules. Okay, that is why I didn't take this sell. This is the sell I worked, or I have explained in our YouTube channel in the fair value gap concepts playlist. Okay, that was the sell here, worked 100% perfectly. My target was a bit lower, but it perfectly take that liquidity. So that is the boom. I'm writing it as a boom, but if you don't want to write boom, it's up to you, brother. And it is always safer if you wait for a 50-minute candle close below the last fair value gap. It is always safer. Just that candle closed and then look at the run. It is always safer. I didn't want to break my rules. I didn't take this entry. But if you watch my losses, the first loss was 13 handle, second loss was 5 handle, third loss was 9 handle. So overall 27 handle loss. I took 27 handle loss. I'll take re-entry here. If I didn't take that entry, okay, then it will be like 13 handle and 5 handle, 18 handle. That is an 31 handle. So I took 18 handle loss. I would be able to take 31 handle profit if I'm with the 2 contract entry, by the way. It is always safer if you wait for 15-minute candle close below this last fair value gap. It is always safer, very safe, very safe, very safe. But sometimes, predicting, if you go for that liquidity for the first time, you got 15 handle, right? That is a winning trade, not a losing trade. Took a 13 handle loss, took a 15 handle profit, then took re-entry over here. Maybe you took as a 9 handle loss here, right? 9 handle loss, took re-entry, boom. This time you can hold it until here because the 15-minute candle has closed below this last parabolic gap. Here I couldn't do that because the 15-minute candle didn't close below this last parabolic gap. That was the problem. By the way, the consolidation can start to happen from this first presented gap because this first presented gap is inside this new week opening gap, as well as it is inside this new day opening gap. Okay, so this is the new day opening gap. So to be honest, while it will come back again inside this new week opening gap, I will be very constant over there. Not interested to go for sell, not interested to go for buy. Did we need candle body close or above or high, or for MSS just to work as long as the high or low is valid for MSS? I think I have made two videos according to the market structure shift, which I don't follow for a long time, right? I don't talk about the market structure shift anymore. But if you have watched the market structure shift video, you'll get a clear idea from the study folder. That is the clear idea about the market structure shift. That was the order block. I told that this is the last candle that should stop the market. Okay, it came here. Even though I took that buy, I tried that buy because the stop loss was 9. But that is that candle. While I saw that it has perfectly respected 15-minute candle close there, take the sell with so much confidence. This is reaching for this first presented gap. Lot of things over here, okay guys, to be honest, lot of things are over here that will help you to take the entry, but it all depends how you are trading. My style is trailing stop loss 2 first. You can see that I trailed the stop loss 2 first, so I am able to go for a lot of entry. But 3 times if I'm wrong, first time I'm wrong, I'm okay with that. Second time I'm wrong because I was greedy. Third time I'm wrong because I was overzealous to take that buy, small reaction until this liquidity, which was an absolutely shit idea. So it has broken my mind. So I really didn't want to push the button again over here. I need to be careful about my rules, by the way. Thank you, Baragan, for that boom man, but wait for 500. What do you mean by wait for 500? 500. I told that it is reaching for that first presented gap from 15 from Monday. So it will reach over here. I know that, but it's too risky. 70. See how it is reacting here. This is the best area to close the trade. This upper quadrant. The reason is just below this line you have the new week opening gap high. So it can simply make this upper quadrant level of the opening range gap as a very strong level. It can do that. Just look at the reaction from there. Yeah, wick went a bit lower, but look at the bodies, how it is respecting this line. Why? Because this line has been very strong because of this new week opening gap high. Okay, but I believe that's true. Now or later it is coming for this first presented gap. It should come here, which is inside today's new day opening gap. Nice boom today. Thank you, Eagle Sniper. Tito, thank you for sticking with your rules. Helps me to stick mine as well. Thank you so much, Siddhansi. Yeah, I don't care. Like yesterday, you have seen that I didn't take that sell because I violated my rules. I didn't take that sell. That is called I punish myself if I violate my rules. Here, I have violated my rules. I was overzealous to take that small reaction. I shouldn't go for that. If I ever do this type of things, I punished myself. Don't go for the next trade. Please go for the last Sunday video. Over there I have explained the standard deviation very beautifully, very elaborately, very like went for every single step by step. It was 1 hour 40 minutes video. If you go to the live section, there is only one live. It doesn't have any thumbnail. Okay, from the last Sunday. So please watch that one. You will get everything from there, brother. Thank you so much, brother. I'm done also. Okay, like it's almost 11. Oh, okay, it's 11. Just a second. Let me change the account if I can have another opportunity. Wow, $554 loss. Huge loss, to be honest. As it's 11, so let me check if I can have another opportunity to take another entry to another account. In that account, I don't want to trade anymore. $554 loss. I'll try to mitigate that tomorrow, not today. Let's wait, okay? As I have still half an hour, so I'll try to catch another one if I get. But to be honest, it's really so difficult as this market came to the new week opening gap high. So to be honest, it's very difficult. I told one of my brother, if you ever lost, like now I'm lost. So if you are ever lost, look for your last low and look back. Did it do anything? Did it made relatively equal lows? Or did it trade some kind of fair value gap? What it has done? Look for that. You will always see something very good. Okay. I can see it has traded this gap, if there is any gap, or if it has made the relatively equal lows. There. Okay. Yeah. You can see it has made relatively equal lows over there from 1 minute chart. See this low and that low. So I know that this market is coming again for the sell side liquidity. I just need to wait. I don't need to think about buy here. I should wait for taking sell again for this sell side liquidity. If you ever lost, look what it has done with the last low. Did it trade any fair value gap? Did it trade any fair value gap, or did it make any relatively equal lows? Now it's a waiting time. As I told, I don't have any bias, but I would love to see this market will fall. First reason is it has traded the -2 standard deviation, so it should fall. So far I don't think so that my biases, my expectation was wrong. What do you say, guys? By the way, how was the session for you guys? Did you think that it's worth it to stay over here? Talk to me now. Push the like button, push the subscription button if you are new here. Oversizing will kill you, brother. Over leveraging will kill you. If you have tried my rules area, you know that there is one rule is to the top, and that is never ever do over leveraging. Over leveraging will kill you. Always remember, over leveraging will kill you. I should have waited to build this fair value gap, but I'm thinking this is going to make this fair value gap. So I took a bit risk. Okay, now I'm okay. Now, if you have any problem with my stop loss, you can put your stop loss to the top of this candle. For me, this gap has been made by this candle. So above this candle, my stop loss is safe. I don't know it will take me or not, but for me, the stop loss is safe over there. If it doesn't take me and take that liquidity, I'm not going to hold that trade anymore. I would close that trade, okay? And simply I will just miss this trade. I'm okay with that. But if it is not taken, I will hold this trade. I'm very careful about this candle. It can use this candle as an order block and then start to fall again. Now it can come until this line and then it can start to fall. I need a precise entry from this gap. That is why my limit order is over there. But remember, it can simply trade that candle before falling. This is an order block, which is a very beautiful order block. Well, still this is a shallow run, so I will hold this trade depending on the run. Okay, if the body close below this line, I'm not going to hold this trade anymore. If the body doesn't close, I will hold this trade to see if it can come back again and take me, then fall again. Body close, I will close this trade. Simple. I missed this trade. I have no regret for that. I don't think so it is going to close out this line. So I have missed this trade. It didn't take me. That was the last opportunity for taking the sell and it didn't give me the entry. I'm okay with that. No more trade is valid now. But buy two again, almost up 3,500 on Eval. I think you got stopped out again. If you have bought, you got stopped out already. If you didn't close it around 3,500. I repeat, if you ever lost, if you ever think that where this market is reaching for, can it go higher? Can it go higher now? Always look for your last low, what it has made. Did it trade any fair value gap? Did it made any relatively equal lows? If you see it has made some kind of relatively equal lows and that is a run against your idea, always wait for the next opportunity to fall again. If your bias is bearish, of course. If your bias is bullish and if you see it has made some kind of relatively equal lows, wait for to take that relatively equal lows to go for buy. And then the higher time frame is important. Anybody was able to catch that sell? I don't think so. This was the trade to my account around the London session. Over here, you can see I took a sell here and I got stopped out here. From here to here, it was 3 handle only 3 handle loss. So you can see the line 555 and got stopped out 556. I don't think so. It was 3 handles so far I remember. 555 and got stopped out around 559. Okay, so 4 handle, not 3 handle, sorry, near about 4 handle. I took re-entry exactly over here by using this area as well as using this candle by believing that it is going to work as an opposite order block. That was not over there. Okay, it was not over there. There is something else here. If you see on your left, this area, this is that area that has been traded over here. That was the reason to take the sell. This gap from 1 minute chart, that was the gap, that was the idea to take the sell. As I have seen that market didn't react from that gap, so it didn't hold the gap. Instead, it went and closed out this gap, tried to take rebuy while it tapped to this gap as well as tapped to this candle. So that was the two reason. This candle first went higher, then fall. I pushed the market limit order, sorry, market here, something like this. Take a partial here, closed the trade over there, then I saw that run over there. Okay, so I was very upset. I was very upset because I missed that whole run. While it came to this, what was I mean, the -2 standard deviation exactly over there, I was waiting for an order block. This is that highest up close body close candle. You can see over here, that is the highest up close body close candle. I don't look for this type of candle. This is some kind of candle. I really don't care about them. But this was the highest up close body close candle. This candle has validated this candle as an order block. The very next candle, I pushed the button because of the volatility, and the market was bit, like slow, the trading view market. It took me here, but I pushed the button while it tapped to the low of this candle. My stop loss was above the 50% of this week. So if I mark the week 50% here, that was the week 50% covered the stop loss here somewhere, exactly around there. Okay. Then it closed here. I added more while it tapped to this -2 standard deviation. I added one more over there. Don't look for the entry, the execution. It tapped over there. I pushed the button. As the market is a bit slow, it took me over here, but I pushed the button over here, believe me or not, because I was believing this is going to work as a strong resistance. And later, when I added more, I trailed the stop loss, put it above the high of that candle close. So order block candle, that candle close, wherever it has closed, I just put it one tick above that one, believing that week 50% was going to hold the market. This -2 standard deviation is going to hold the market, and then took some partial here while it tapped to this fair value gap over here. You can see is that fair value gap open. So I took the partial here and I closed the trade over there, just a bit lower. While it came here to the 50% of this gap, I closed, but it actually went a bit higher. Okay, so I push the closing button while it tapped to this 50% of this gap. That was an sell by a loss of 4.5 handle. Okay, near about 4.5 handle, a loss. Then a very nice buy, very nice sell around the London session. This was from the London session. Was eagerly waiting to take a sell from this area. Never ever tap over here. So I was, to be honest, I was doing all of these things waiting for that, but never push the button. I was never able to push the button over here. And this is the London session, New York session. You have seen everything over here. Came to this fair value gap. Now I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. If it would take me over here, I would go for that sell. But as it came later, here I can take the sell from the order block. So here, if I would love to push the button, I can push the button from this order block here. This was the order block depending on one time frame, but not depending on the 1 minute chart. But this one, I can use this one as my order block from here. Not interested, as I don't have the sell side liquidity. If I had the sell side liquidity, I could use this candle as my order block. So it tapped to the low of this candle. I would go for that sell from there. Stop loss would be 2 tick above that candle, and I would hold the trade until the sell side liquidity. As I don't have the sell side liquidity, I'm not interested to go for any kind of entry from there. Okay, just hold one target now, 495. I'm still in adding and exiting. Today is not my day. The internet sucks, but I will say that today is my day. Yeah, I did wrong in one account, took some losses, $500 loss. But if I would love to trade or break my rules, maybe I would be lucky and I would be able to cover my loss. Didn't want to break my rules. Otherwise, it's a lucky day for me, right? Buy, sell, was lucky. That sell, everything was good. Just look at this order block here. As I told, I'm not interested to push the button here just because I don't have the sell side liquidity. If I had the sell side liquidity, I could go for the sell from this order block. Now, maybe it is a very small profit for you. For example, I took the sell here. Stop loss is over there, which is 2 tick above that candle. 13 handle stop loss. Just for the sake of this conversation, think that this first presented gap is my target. Okay, so I will target the 50% of this first presented gap here. Now it's a very small scalp, 16 handle, something like that. for taking 13 handle risk. Not bad at all. Okay guys, thank you so much for being over here. As it's already 11:15, not interested to uh, frame any other trade. A good day for me. I would love to stop over here, and then we'll try to come tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow is the last day before the tour. I have a tour plan actually. Thursday and Friday. I'm not going to be here Thursday and Friday. So next Monday, inshallah, I will meet you guys again. Okay. So until that, maybe you will be safe and you will be able to make some profit over here from this market. Yesterday I did mistake. Don't analyze market. Just if session open and jump on short. That is called like something fold, fear of losing trade. Not that losing trade that it will hit my like stop loss. It's something like I need to. I don't want to lose that run. Okay, so it's not trade. It's kind of I don't want to lose that run. That's all. Okay. Thank you guys for being over here. Until the next time. Cheers.